This is my review on X-Men Last Stand. I give this a 10 out of 10. X-Men Last Stand, the third installment, the final installment in the original trilogy of the X-Men franchise before Days of Future Past happened. With the original Fox cast. So, this was the original ending, and, this was the third installment. I like this movie, actually. I give it a 10 out of 10. I like the fact, I really like the story in this, is well constructed. And I like the pacing with it taking its time to tell the story. Within X-Men Last Stand. I'll admit I missed the other X-Men, the old X-Men score from the first two X-Men movies. But the new X-Men score for X-Men 3, The Last Stand, is still pretty good, I think. That was a kick-out score. And I like the character, how Beast was portrayed in this. Although I miss Nightcrawler from X-Men 2 United. I wish he came back. But I don't know what happened to him. Never really acknowledged what happened to him or where he is now. Weird, because I thought I could have sworn by the end of X-Men 2 United he was an X-Men member. Or maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. I don't know. This time get the so I guess instead of 2 blue X-Men, we get 1 blue X-Men. And that's Beast. I wish Nightcrawler was here also. Beast and Nightcrawler would have been awesome together. See that dynamic between them. It would have been awesome. Oh, and I like the Juggernaut in this movie. I'll admit he's not as. I prefer the Juggernaut from the comics. I think the Juggernaut from the comics is cool because he's like the Juggernaut. I thought from the in X-Men: The Last Stand, he's kind of a normal size. He's kind of a normal size tall dude. It looks like, but not really, really tall, like the Juggernaut's known for being taller. I think Juggernaut's supposed to be like tall like Colossus, to my knowledge. So I like the Juggernaut more in Deadpool 2 than in X-Men: The Last Stand. Because it's more closer to the Juggernaut from the comics. The Juggernaut character from the comics. Design. Even the helmet covers the entire face in Deadpool 2. Compared to X-Men: Last Stand, this doesn't cover the entire. It covers his head, but doesn't cover his face for some reason. So he looks so. I thought the helmet looked a little strange, but not bad. His design for the Juggernaut. Although I wish his, for some reason, if you look at the promotional material on the back of the case of the X-Men Last Stand case, you notice that the Juggernaut's design and is advertised as a different color and advertised more red. And in the movie, it's advertised as, well, just gray. It's gray instead of red. The Juggernaut's uniform gear. And I'm used to seeing it as red instead of gray. His gear on especially his helmet. I don't know why it's some scenes. I don't know why they had changed the designs, but I still like the guy who plays the Juggernaut in this movie. I thought he was really good as the Juggernaut. I like how OP the Juggernaut is, considering even though he's like not as tall as he is in the comics. And this normal size human, unlike the comic book Juggernaut. So I mean, but I still liked his portrayal of Juggernaut. I liked him like I like Josh Brolin's portrayal of Cable. I thought the guy that played Juggernaut was great in the role. I thought the guy that played the guy that played Beast was great in the role, and Hugh Jackman and as Wolverine this movie, especially this time in the third installment, is really good in the role. And I like how they gave Wolverine a bit of a character. I like how Wolverine goes through a character and grows into a team player by the end of X-Men 3, after Charles gets killed off by Jean Grey. Because she goes cuckoo. And hearing stuff. And personality taken on is, yeah, she has all signs of a psychotic person. Now, in X-Men 3, The Last Stand, when she gets resurrected. They're doing an adaptation to take on the Phoenix Saga. So, in this take of the Phoenix Saga, the Phoenix is a evil split personality of Jean Grey in X-Men Last Stand. And she kills her Cyclops after reuniting with him. And she becomes the main baddie of the X-Men movie, of X-Men 3: The Last Stand. And Cyclops gets killed off fairly early on, I felt. That was a bit of I thought that was, I didn't like that how he killed him off early. I wish he killed him off later in the film. But I was just so sad that they killed him off. But it didn't bother me. I was just a little bummed that he killed off, bummed that he got killed off, because I liked him in this more than I did in the past installment, Cyclops, and they did more with him, the character, and made him more of a flawed, damaged soul in this one, and they kill him off so easily and so early on. It's like, that was a bit of a bummer. Like, you wish there was that much effort for Cyclops in the first two X-Men movies, was the character that they took for X-Men 3. So you think Cyclops would have a bigger role in this one than he did in the first two X-Men films because they're doing so much with him? But no, you would be wrong. The leader of the X-Men, the leader of the X-Men gets killed off in the first act. Oh yeah, you forgot. You probably forgot. Cyclops is the leader of the X-Men in the Fox franchise of the original trilogy, and he's been the entire time active leader and leading the X-Men. But I bet most of you probably forgot of that, or didn't realize that because they barely do anything with him up before X3, before then they kill him off. Heck, the first two X-Men films don't barely the first two X-Men films don't really don't really do a whole lot with Cyclops, and it's kind of weird that they do so much with make Cyclops finally interesting. And they got the same guy to play him, and they just kill him off. I thought it was a little weird of a story decision to just kill him off that early. Kind of out of nowhere, I thought. And they're also doing this has the biggest and the best X-Men climax in a third act out of all of the X-Men third act climax in the X-Men trilogy, the original one. I thought this climax was the best this had the best third act climax out of all of the X-Men movies, I thought. So kudos to that, and I really was excited, and I felt like God was on the edge of my seat from beginning to end with this movie. So that I liked, even though I have problems with the story, I like how I was on the edge of my seat from beginning to end. I was very invested in the film, even though I wish some characters got better written off, like Cyclops. And Jean Grey, I wish they could. I feel like actually it's just Cyclops. Come to think of it, Cyclops. Jean Grey's fine in this movie. I thought Cyclops. I feel like they should have killed him off early because they finally made him interesting. They just kill him off. This version of Cyclops, it's like what I don't know why, and I also don't know why the X-Men are being so hating the idea of the mutant cure of mutants taking that thing, and this I don't know why they're so against it. It doesn't make sense to me. I guess they just hate humans now. The mutants, X-Men, I guess. I don't know. The prejudice to humans, I guess. But I don't know. I'm just making wild guesses now about this movie. Oh, and this is the most that Wolverine does in the movie Fox franchise that involves that he has important into the plot. And this is the most that the X-Men as a team do in the movie as a team in the original Fox trilogy, which I also like that also. This is the most we see them actually working as a team and cooperating and working together. Even Wolverine by the third act, he learns to work together with the team. In fact, encourages his team to work together to turn Magneto into a human and give him the cure. And he actually, in a way, takes on the role of leader after Charles Xavier gets killed off and, well, Cyclops. By the end of the movie, he does take on the mentor role of the X-Men. And because he starts, encouraging people to work together and encouraging his team and instructing them, telling them that they can do it if they work together. So yeah, I think the best X-Men movie in the original trilogy is this one from the Fox universe. Because I think this is the most we see the X-Men working together as a team. And following the plot of the narrative of the story. And I just like that. Why this is my favorite X-Men movie out of the trilogy. And that's why I give X-Men The Last Stand a 10 out of 10. This is a really damn good movie, I thought. It's not perfect, it has problems, but it's close to perfect for me, so that's why I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Okay. Like this video and click the thumbs up to like this video, and click the subscribe and then click the bell to get notified for my uploads to my subscribers that subscribe to me. Okay, goodbye.